Glad to be back.
Now you're a regular.
All
Antonio's
right.
officially gone.
Oh, okay.
Michael said the day just keeps getting better. As we said, Antonio's gone. Guys, everybody, welcome. We've got Inter against Atalanta about to kick off over here. Just 5 minutes to go. Huge match for both sides. I know Milan and Juve fans worldwide are probably all on Atalanta's side to be able to get a result in this one. I see Joey Carabetta, always one of the first ones in the chat over there.
Ciao,
So
Joey.
Welcome, Joey. Welcome. We appreciate you. We see Liban. What's up? What's up? Let's go over the starting lineup real quick as you're getting your tactics ready.
Okay.
I'll read the names, and so we'll start with Inter, who's the home side over here. 3-5-2 as always. Handanovic, Skriniar, De Vrij, Bastoni, Hakimi, Barella, Brozovic, Vidal, Perisic, Lukaku, Lautaro, Martinez. No one. Conte is not taking any risks today. He's putting his best lineup. For Atalanta, on the other hand, 3-4-1-2. As always, Sportiello is in goal. No Golini. Toloi, Romero, Jimsiti, Maele, Freuler, Derun, Gosens, Pessina, Malinowski, and Zapata up top. So a couple different changes. No Luis Muriel in that starting lineup. No Ilicic. And yes, Eriksen is missing for Inter, but I mean, the replacement for him is Vidal. They're always switching around.
Wow, I'm surprised that Muriel is not there.
Why is Muriel not there, Mike? Do you know? Let me check. Let me see if he's on the bench.
He's sitting.
Yeah, he is on the bench.
Yeah, we can see it right now. Yeah, he's sitting on the bench
Yeah,
with a blanket over him.
biggest players that are missing, but they do have a very big bench. Muriel, Lammers, Ilicic, Pasalic, Miran Čujic, Caldara, Palomino, Golini. They have a lot of players on their bench.
Man, whatever happened to Caldara? He disappeared from.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a promise.
Yeah, it went from Juve to Milan. They're very good in his first stint at Atalanta, but then after that, didn't really go through it. Yes, Zapata is playing, and we will have, of course, a podcast afterwards with Peter, who will be involved. What do you?
Peter doesn't show up, right, for this type of games, Peter?
Yeah, he's too scared. He's too scared. He thinks that this has an outcome to the match. And no Ryan today. For those that are asking where Ryan is.
Where's the camera?
The camera's right there.
So, as we see the lineup, so you said Andovic is here, right, the goalie?
Oh, you can see. Yeah, they can see it.
You can see it. The color is okay?
How's the red?
Or should I put, I can put red?
Put one red and let me see. Let me see what looks better.
Because I didn't want to go red, but Peter is not here, so I guess I can go red.
He's not going to say anything, right?
He's not going to say anything.
Red might go a little bit more. I see Lukaku looks like he's getting the MVP of the month. Definitely well deserved.
100%.
After everything that he's done.
That guy's too good.
Them.
Too good. That guy's a cheat code.
Michael, how are you feeling about this game?
In the previous podcast where it was me, Ryan, and Gaetano, like I said, Atalanta, I think we posted a stat on our social media before that Atalanta got the most points out of the top 6 teams.
Really?
So there goes to show how good they are. And I feel like those guys always sneak up when it matters.
Red, you really see it. Red looks nice on the camera.
Atalanta never back down, and I feel like they're gonna take a draw from this game for sure.
You're wearing black and white. Is that to symbolize anything?
No, it just shows.
Does that mean
that was
you're
the first
going?
thing I grabbed from my closet.
Okay, so you leave it right on top.
No, it was just like I just grabbed it. I didn't think
top.
twice.
On
I
top.
was late, so I just grabbed something I wore.
Gotcha.
Could have wore a
I'll put
dress
this
for
over
all
here.
I know.
I don't know why you would have that in your closet, but to each their own. Early prediction. What was your prediction?
I said a 1-1 draw.
A 1-1 draw. I'll do my prediction too. I don't think that Inter will slip up. I think it's very hard for Inter to slip up, especially now. If there was a team, I do agree that it would be Atalanta because they are a very strong team, and I'm hoping that they will be able to grab points from. Did all of them just fall?
Yeah.
I'll get them after. Don't worry about
Is
it.
that a sign? What color are those guys down?
Blue.
Oh,
But
boy,
which
they're
blue?
blue. So it's a draw.
We just changed color.
So yeah, I hope that Atalanta could be able to do something. A win would be huge for them and for the teams that are behind them. I think that, like I said, all Juve fans and all Milan fans right now are praying for Atalanta to get something. But like we've always said, Conte and his men, when they have to prepare an entire week for a match, it's much different than Conte when he's got to play back to back. Dad, why don't you do some tactics? By the way, I'll say 2-1 Inter wins, but you could do your tactics.
So just so we go over the lineup. You said Andanovic is here.
Handanovic.
Then you have Skriniar. You have De Vrij
And Bastoni.
Yes.
and Bastoni.
Correct.
Then in the middle you got Barella,
Brozovic.
Brozovic,
And Vidal.
And Vidal.
and Vidal.
Yes.
Perisic and Hakimi.
Yes.
And up front you got
Lalu.
Lalu. Okay, Lukaku and Lautaro. So this is the way Inter plays, right? So when they go forward, Hakimi stays very wide and he'll go over here. And Conte always likes to attack with at least 4 people. So Perisic will go over here when they got the ball. They got these 2 guys here. They got Hakimi here. And then, of course, they got the 3 midfielders. So if Hakimi is back, then Barella can go up like this. And then Hakimi will support him. And if any of the others midfielder, let's say Vidal, decides to go in between these 2 guys, then Perisic, of course, will back him up. When they lose the ball, then this is the way it looks like. Perisic will go over here. Hakimi will go over here. So if Hakimi is stuck over here, then they will move over.
Cover space,
and
right?
Perisic will become the left fullback. If the ball is on the side and they lose the ball here, then Bastoni will move over, De Vrij will move over, and Hakimi will become the right fullback. If they're very slow coming up, the other team, this is the way they'll set up more or less. 5 guys in the back, the 3 midfielders, and these 2 guys, they'll come to midfield. If they put pressure, then of course everybody puts pressure and everybody goes up. But if not, this is the defensive, the way they'll... And more or less, Atalanta's got the
3-4-2-1.
4-2-1.
Yeah.
Which is probably close to 3-5-2 when Pessina goes up and Malinowski stays behind, and vice versa.
So
very similar.
What's the way to break down a team that plays a 3-5-2? Like a team. How do you break down this Inter?
Well, you see, if you're playing, this is my feeling. If you're attacking, this is the way you're attacking, right? You got 3 guys here.
They'll be higher up. They push.
Yeah,
up.
they will be higher up. So you need these 3 players to be very fast, right? So most teams, they attack with 4.
Oh, the game's gonna
What happened? Oh, are you getting the other kickoff? We're about to have kickoff. What's everybody's prediction in the chat right now? What do you think the score is going to be? Did you give your score?
All right, so just for the record,
Uh-oh.
I got the Juventus score correct.
Okay.
I win.
Did you get the score
And
correct?
I got the AC Milan score correct.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I have 2 points. Mike and Ryan, they both had the wrong score.
I appreciate you.
So I'm winning 2-0.
I appreciate you letting the people
And
know
now for
that,
this
Donna.
game, everybody's got a tie. So if I keep it as a tie, I go, and it is a tie, I go to 3 points. They can only go to 1.
No, 2.
Oh, you can go to 2, but I still win. So if I don't change my score, because we have all the same score, I will win. Unless
So
I change my
safe?
score.
You want to play it safe like a sissy or something, Gaetano? Or you want to roll the dice and go for something bigger?
You're something. you see this guy? So you see, he got beat 2 times because I got the Juventus score and the Milan score right.
He just wants you to do it to get
And
it
now
right.
he wants
Struck a
me
nerve.
to. You understand? He's giving me okay.
Don't let me go on the football table.
I'll give it to you. Are
you changing it?
I'll change it.
Oh, okay.
Let me just.
Go
No,
on,
don't
I
change
thought-
it based off what he said.
What do
He
you mean?
wants you to do that.
Let him do
He
his
wants-
own
she's doing reverse
Let him do his
psychology
own
so that you can do
decisions.
that.
So let
Let
me,
him do his own decisions, Marco.
So what happens when you play with the 3 in the back? If the other team is very fast, which that's why I don't like in Champions League to play with the 3 in the back, because if the other team is very fast, you met somebody like Man City, you got something like PSG, Real Madrid, Vinicius, all those players are very fast and they go up. See what happens now? They got 4, you got 3.
So, but
And you can get beat.
So is it difficult to play this Atalanta? Because we know Atalanta will continue to press and attack you no matter what. So there's always that constant pressure in the front.
Yeah, well, Atalanta is one of the nicest team. The way they play, entertaining soccer, they go forward. They're not afraid of anybody, and they do the same thing. Whoever they play, then even if they're playing Liverpool, they don't. So they have that mentality, which you have to. Gasperini is something that he brought to the team. So yeah, it becomes difficult because they're gonna pressure you, and they're gonna go forward, and they're fast.
So my question to you is that this Inter looks very strong right now. What does Atalanta realistically have to do? Like, where's the moment that puts Inter in difficulty? What does Atalanta need to do to create difficulty for Inter?
Well, this guy Pessina is showing to be some player. Mm-hmm. They got Zapata, who's very good up front. Muriel, which now is on the bench, but if he goes up, he could create. So these guys, they got speed, they got skills. And tactically, they know how to set up. I mean, they put nice together. So when they attack, we said the 3-4-2-1.
Yeah.
So they already got 3 people close to the goal, which will make a 3v3. They just need to bring one other midfielder up to create a problem. Now we'll see who the other midfielder will be.
What I've noticed with Inter, I think, is that when they almost look comfortable too, like obviously when they're holding the ball and holding the possession, and I think that when teams have pressured them and really gone at them, it's caused them more difficulty because then they have to make a decision. Ooh, opportunity. Darun thought he saw the guy going forward.
He had the shot. It was right outside the area, no pressure, and he made the pass.
He was too nice on it. So that's what I think. I think that teams that really pressure Inter, like I guess that we saw in Champions League, and I remember when Juve had beaten Inter, it was more so that kind of pressure, I thought.
The 3-5-2, I feel like seeing in Europe, it only works when you're the more dominant team. If you're defending in a 3-5-2, I feel like it doesn't suit well because you're going to get smoked on the counterattacks.
Atalanta have started off strong over here, by the way.
Yeah.
They look like they're trying to go forward.
They're putting pressure. So what happens to these 2 players? So this player and this player here. So when they got the ball, they are over here. When they lose the ball, they're here. So they go up and down, up and down. Most of the time, these 2 guys, they will be substituted by the end of the game, because it's just a lot of running that you have to do. So right now, they got 5 guys inside the area, Atalanta. So I said 4.
They have 10 in there. No.
Yeah. So, they bring a lot of... So they will have Zapata, Pessina.
That's a dangerous ball, Sportiello.
I
don't like Sportiello anymore. He's lost it for me.
After those mistakes, right?
Yeah, I kind of lost. I
the
lost
thing
it
is,
for him.
when you don't play a lot, it's hard to get the rhythm. So
everyone, be careful.
You know more about, is it Malinowski?
Malinowski, yeah, he's good. He's very good.
Yeah, so you know more about him.
He's very attacking.
Yeah, he's a very attacking guy.
Nice
he hasn't started all the games, but when he comes in, I think it makes a difference. So that would be the other guy. In fact, right now, the 3 forwards are Pessina, Zapata, and Malinowski, and the 2 guys on the side. One is number 8, which I don't know who he is.
Gosens,
and on the right side, we'll see who the other guy will be that will be going up. So the guy, actually, they go up with 5 guys.
Yeah, Milo is the other right back, right? The
5 players.
What I was gonna say too is that we've seen Inter also dip off as matches go on during the season at times, and Atalanta has a lot of gunpowder on the bench. They've got Muriel, Ilicic. I don't remember the other guys that I mentioned too.
Lamars, Malinowski.
Yeah, Lamars. Yeah, there's a lot of players that they could potentially put in. Malinowski's starting. He's not.
But just in general.
Yeah.
He's
No,
not
he's
usually
not
a starter.
No, he's starting.
Yeah, I know. He said he's on the bench.
I saw him.
I'm saying he's
I'm missing the guy on the right side, wide right, which we will tell you in a few minutes.
Mile, the Danish player, he's in for Hateboer, who's out injured. Ooh. Wow, what a pass!
Good pass forward to Hakimi. Bravo, Romero.
Corner.
Great tackle, Romero.
Atalanta started fast and they started pressuring, high pressure. and Inter has been able to come out. They just came out. They came up with Lukaku, who gave it to Hakimi, and then Hakimi put it inside the area, and we have a corner kick.
How do you? That was a handball, but
hand, really?
Yeah, it is hand. There's 1 second.
Corner kick. Perisic is outside. He's going back to Vidal, and they're starting over again.
We haven't seen Vidal in a little while.
Yeah.
Ericsson got the better of him.
Yeah, because he has put Ericsson last few games.
Vidal makes some brainless decisions sometimes. That's
right.
Why. Not smart.
That Mr. Flame asks Gaetano, what does Roma need for next season to challenge for the title?
Is Dzeko staying? So if Dzeko is not staying, they need a good center forward. I think I don't know about El Shaarawy. I'm not sure if Shaarawy is for the future, if they just got it for this year.
I mean, he's more of a winger too. If you were talking about striker, they have Mayoral, who's been playing very good. I think.
Yeah, Mayoral has been doing well.
I like him a lot. Better than I thought.
What do they need to do?
They need a center forward, big time center forward. If Dzeko is leaving, and I don't know, can they make it up until the end of the season? Between also Fonseca, I heard yesterday that if Gattuso leaves, they might, and Roma doesn't want him anymore. There's a chance that he could go to Napoli. I don't think so, but that's what they were talking about it.
What's your source?
Trust me, bro.
The TV. I watch a lot
Samsung
of the sports channels. The commentators.
That's what they're talking about?
They're talking about for Napoli, they got three names. They got 4 names. So for Napoli, they got Mazzarri, Spalletti, Fonseca, and Sarri.
Not the Zerbi? I thought he was in the thing.
No.
Wow.
No, there's 2 other guys who
nice
are
movement.
Sony said that.
1-2 inside the area. 1-2 inside the area.
Oh,
1-2 inside the area. The guy crosses, and if somebody touches, is a goal. So good start from Atalanta.
Yeah, very good start.
They came, but they always like that. They come, they come to play. They go inside the field. They want to play.
Maroon.
Okay, Barella in midfield. He's got Lukaku running.
Should have passed it.
You sound like a caveman into this.
Dude, he should have passed it to Lukaku.
He was
on his left. He was open.
The guy was in front of him. He didn't have the space to make a nice pass.
Crypto Coz says, Gaetano, Juventus have brought Ronaldo to win the Champions League, but it has not been great. What does Juve need to win the Champions League? We'll remind you that tomorrow we will be live for the match against Porto, where they're down 2-1. And they need, obviously, even a 1-0 will be enough to get it done, but we will be live for that, so stay tuned.
So, Juventus needs Pirlo. That's what he needs. He needs a player like Pirlo in the middle of the field. There is nobody in the middle of the field.
I thought you meant another coach like
that dictate. No, not a coach.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was like, what are you talking about?
Pirlo.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I am disappointed with the midfielder. There is no champion in the midfield who can make the difference.
I'll read out the lineup. I actually really like the lineup that could be for tomorrow. Chiellini and De Ligt trained with the team, just for everybody's information. 3-5-2, of course. Szczesny, De Ligt, Bonucci, Alexandro. The 5 in the midfield: Cuadrado, Rabiot, McKennie, Artur, Chiesa, and then up top, Morata, Ronaldo. Very much needed to have this lineup for Juve, which is one of the strongest lineups in my opinion.
No Kulusevski as a striker anymore, right?
To have all these guys back, we spoke about Morata's importance. I love Morata and what he does for a team. And then I think the key is that midfield. To have McKennie and Artur back into the lineup, and even Rabiot, who did a good job in the last match, I think will be the keys for Juve. Chiesa has just been phenomenal. I mean, his time at Juventus, he's been one of the best signings for the team of this year. We asked our people if
Conte's gonna yell from the ref.
He's been talking and arguing with the referee for the last 30 seconds. And now he just got a yellow card. I mean, you have to know when to stop. What are you doing?
He gets
you
way
have
too
to
into
know
it.
when you say, okay, you want a point. I don't know what his point was. I haven't seen anything that was controversial. I don't know if it was Barella that got kicked at midfield. and he stopped running. I'm not sure, but the guy comes to you, just talk to him for 5 seconds, tell him what you think, and shut up. He spoke for more than 30 seconds.
I thought Antonio wasn't here today.
For what?
No, I'm saying that was like an Antonio getting mad at it.
You have to know, because now he's got a yellow card. I don't know if we'll finish this game.
He better not make a slide tackle, right?
Which will not be the first time.
No, got a joke. That's fine.
I caught it.
I appreciate it.
Wasn't that funny?
But going back to Juventus, if they get the best Dybala in a midfielder, they can win the Champions League.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
What are they doing?
This is so. They are in front of the area, inside the area, and they're passing the ball, short passes there. You lose the ball there, it's a goal. And they still keep doing it.
It's like they never learn, right?
They never, and I'm not talking about this team. I'm talking about Juventus. I'm talking
general,
about Liverpool. I'm talking about Man City. I'm talking about the best teams. They all make a mistakes, and then they lose the games.
How do you stop Lukaku?
Oh, you can't.
A gun.
Yeah. If you grab him with both hands, I don't even know if that will help.
No, he's too fast. He's too strong. It's very hard. Unless you put three guys on him.
I have seen the guy 3-4 times start from midfield going 50, 60 yards and with the defender next to him, and they can't stop him.
Yeah. I think you got to stop the guy from getting him the ball. He's really good when he lays off the pass. He's not as good running into space, I think, but I think before he gets the ball is the key, because you're constantly seeing that Barella, Brozovic, or Vidal looking for the long pass where he could play it with his back, and then once he touches the ball, he's always gonna beat you. You're not gonna beat him on that. So I think it's getting to that ball beforehand and not allowing that pass to go through to him.
Not making him able to turn too. Also, put an elbow through his back or something. Let him know you're there. Look now, Lukaku on the run.
Bravo, Romero.
Oh, damn. Romero
another pass in the back, a high ball to the goalkeeper. That's another stupid play. Kick the ball outside.
Entertaining though, right, Gaetano?
Kick the ball outside, not to the goalkeeper.
I think he did it by mistake.
High up. The guy barely got it with his head. Maybe the ball was not going in the net, but it was close.
No, I think it might have been going, to be honest.
It might have been going to the net. And the goalkeeper had to head it for a corner kick. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to give a goalkeeper that kind of ball. But this maybe was a mistake, but it has happened that they give difficult ball to the goalkeeper when they have forwards inside the area.
It's a fair point. It's true.
So now Atalanta, is he going to put more eye pressure? Yeah, they stopped for a second, and now they're starting again.
See, it's stopping Brozovic from sending that ball in, I think.
Right.
That's the only way you can stop
when you have to put pressure on the ball. If there's no pressure on the ball, then the player can look up and make a nice pass, and that's what you're trying to avoid. Once you put pressure on the ball, you avoid the player to make a nice pass and to give a nice assist.
Because I think that's where it becomes hard. To be Lukaku to the ball or on the ball is very difficult.
So Inter is waiting at midfield.
What is that pass, Romero?
Wow. Put too much.
Yeah, right now Inter is waiting at midfield for Atalanta. Atalanta is putting pressure.
The thing is, they're both playing very similar formations too, so that's why I feel like it almost cancels each other out, and it's much more counter-attacking than we think, because everyone's going up and everyone's defending in the way they have their with a 3-man back line. So I feel like it makes it even more entertaining. So Mo said Klopp and Serie are loading. Gaetano, I guess you're saying like maybe it's gonna happen soon. What team do you think he'd fit best, Klopp, if he would manage a Serie A team?
Let's give some stats on Liverpool as we say that, just to give you some more context. They've lost 6 straight league home losses. They lost to 18th place Fulham in their last match.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're doing really poor. I think they're not even in Europa League contention at the moment. I know Ryan was very, very happy.
All right, so if Klopp wants he wants to go to a team where he's going to be able to win, and he's going to be able to win the Scudetto and the Champions League. Otherwise, he's not going to go. Yeah. That's the type of coach that he is.
For sure.
So, which are the teams that are looking for a coach and they are good enough to win the Champions League and the Scudetto? AC Milan is not looking for a coach.
Maybe. You never know by the end of the season.
Would they be fighting for Champions League?
If you get the option to get Klopp, you don't think that they would let Pioli go?
But
Inter at this point is not looking for a coach. Even if it does, they would have to straighten out the monetary problems. See, they sell, they don't sell, whatever.
Inter is not going to go.
And there's not, unless there's a
Inter
fight
is not
or
good.
something.
Juventus, Pirlo, we're going to see, let's say, if he would lose to Porto. I mean, I think Juventus is going to go through 2-0. I said it already. So, what else is there? I think the only other team that he would go to.
Yes. Oh, I thought they had that. I thought I was on the one.
Again, they're playing all the short ball, and of
they
course,
never listen to you.
they lost
Bravo,
the ball.
Derun.
And
Bravo,
they
Derun.
lost the ball right
Come
outside
on,
the
come
area.
on, Zapata.
And now Zapata has got
Come on, Zapata.
Inside the area. He's going to put it in the middle.
No.
And he took a shot.
It
I don't
was
know
a
if it was
shot.
a shot or...
That was very strong. Maybe it was a shot.
He should have crossed the ball, but he took a shot, which it was very close, but ended up as a throwing. He's going to end up...
Yeah, it was a shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. He put so much power on there.
We should hit this comment real quick for the people. Some people are saying that Klopp, that you're wrong about Klopp not wanting to take over a team that's going to be contenders. So for the people that are using the argument that he took Klopp, that was he took Liverpool that was mid-table to Champions League and league winners, which means that when you're at that level, you're not going to go back to taking over a mid-table club. You're going to want to take over a winning team, just like Allegri.
The other team that I was saying is it would be...
Good tackle,
Wow,
Gosens.
that was incredible.
Good tackle.
The only other team that he would go to, I would think, would be Roma.
You think he would?
Yeah, if Roma would say, listen, I'm going to get you the players that you want, and we're going for a Champions League.
How
and
crazy
with
would that be?
And with the American... And
What
with
a
the-
move.
That'd be very exciting.
Atalanta's playing nice.
I'd love to see that, Gaetano.
And as far as Liverpool, when it was, just look at the history of Liverpool, and then you understand. So it's not that you're going... to a team like I don't know, that is 5th, 6th, and you
Everton.
can, you will build it up. You have to see the history of Liverpool.
I mean, but for the people that say mid-table, maybe like how Everton, like with Ancelotti, maybe he does want to try something different. Who knows?
Yeah, but Ancelotti's not coming off of winning anything. When's the last time Ancelotti's won something?
No, yeah, I get
He's
that.
coming off an unsuccessful run with Napoli. So it makes more sense. That's a
But
foul.
he definitely could have got a bigger team than Everton.
Remember,
if he
the
wanted.
Liverpool
Come
is
on.
world
I don't
champions, right? They're
Yeah.
world champions,
Yeah,
world club champions. So
Yeah. Who knows?
I think that Milan could be the project.
no, it was not. It's last year. This year was Bayern.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Bayern. The year before
The
was
year
Liverpool.
before, yeah.
I think Milan would be if they finish in top 4. I think that there's a valid argument that they have a young team that could fit Klopp's style. I think that if a guy like him did become available, that a team like AC Milan would look to grab him.
If they have enough funds, yeah, I would think so. That would be a good project too.
Of course, it's speculative. Everything is speculative. I love this Atalanta. The way this Atalanta plays, man, is amazing. They really go out there and try to play. Always.
So Inter is still waiting a midfield for Atalanta.
For a slip up, right? Look, 5 defenders right now they're playing. Look how organized their back
they got
line.
that-
That's like with a ruler. You can use a ruler to.
Yeah, they
It's
got
crazy.
five
Put a ball
guys
through
on
that
line,
ruler.
Oh,
and the 3 right in front of them.
It's an interesting question from Edison. He said, Marco, what is more valuable? A team gets knocked out of every competition and wins the league, or possibly winning Europa League and getting second in the league? I think it's based off of the expectations of your team and the limitations of your team. What do you have at your disposal? If you're an Atalanta, it's different than if you're, a certain team. If you're going based off of a team like AC Milan, I think that it's fair to be out in certain competitions based off of what the goal is. And the goal for AC Milan is to get into Champions League. It's not to win Europa League. It's not these things. Those would be additional. If we're talking about Inter, in that case, to me, it's not acceptable if you did say, okay, we have to go out of Europe, we have to go out of Coppa Italia to be able to win the league. Based off of the way that Inter's built. So you kind of have to manage it based off the team that you have at disposal. And same thing with Juve. It would not be acceptable to say, we're going to go out of Champions League to win the league. So it's based off the team, in my opinion.
Gaetano, I don't know if you remember, but there was a similar question to that, how we talked about. I was praising Inter a lot, saying they've been playing amazing, like a well-oiled machine. How then a lot of people were commenting, but Mike, yeah, they did that, but look, they're out of every competition. So that goes to show, are we praising them too much? It's like, because at the end of the day, Juve are having a harder time, but then they're fighting in 2 other fronts.
I think the comments are right.
So
I think they're right about that.
Yeah, I guess you can. There's definitely a discussion in that. Yeah, Inter playing so good, but then again, they play 1 game a week.
It's also it's always been tough to play on 3 fronts.
100%.
It's always been tough, and now with COVID, it's even tougher.
Yeah.
So it has even more value. Playing in 3 leagues in 3 competitions is much more difficult than 1, and you're seeing that gap expand even more and more. Look at a guy like Bentancur, who the day before Juventus game, Juventus play Lazio, 24 hours before, the guy's out of your lineup. So you're having even more limitations.
So I'm gonna ask you that question, Marco. What do you think? Or
maybe
are we praising Inter too much? In sense, yeah, they're playing good, but this too is that?
I mean, I don't think we're praising Inter too much. They're playing great. They're playing great football.
Yeah,
they're playing a great team
because of a factor, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that weighs it down.
But this is also an Inter that's been built for 2 years to play this way, so it's not a surprise for me. That's why I don't have worry praising them. I've seen this Inter that's been in development, and I expected them to play at this level. So I don't think that they deserve not praise. They're playing great. I think that they play great football. I think that they do a really good job at that. I was very disappointed. But at the same time, I was very disappointed at what they did in Champions League. I don't think they showed that same DNA.
And how much better would Juventus and Milan be in the league if they didn't have the other 2 competitions? Food for thought.
I think Juventus is not so much about being in Champions League.
It would definitely help, dude.
I think Juve's, but the real problem, of course it could help. Perisic out wide.
Oh, Lukaku mishits.
I think Juventus's problem has been, number one, they have a coach that has no experience, which of course you're going to go through difficulties. If you didn't expect these difficulties, then your expectations were managed poorly.
Also, you have to remember that those teams are built to play in 3 different competitions. So they have a lot more players on the bench that they can substitute when other teams that they might not be built to play in 3 different competitions. And once you do that, they suffer because they don't have the turnover.
Not AC Milan. I would say that oh my gosh.
Look at this.
That was stupid.
Again,
see, this is where Atalanta needs to keep pressure.
Another pass
They'll keep doing it.
from the goalkeeper into the area to
Vidal,
who's got pressure from behind from Fröller, and Fröller almost anticipated the ball, and it would have been
that could have deflected
1-on-1 with under,
or that could have even deflected in.
But this is exactly what Atalanta needs to keep doing.
This is so stupid. It's unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Lukaku on the counterattack.
Lukaku
1v1 with the goalkeeper. 2v1 Lukaku.
Romero. Is that Romero?
A long
Lukaku
went 1-on-1.
I think maybe.
With the defender, but he didn't give the ball. He had Hakimi on the right side. He could have given to him all alone.
Lukaku, instead of shooting, he did a fake, but ended up losing.
He tried to dribble once again, and then he lost
one
the ball.
too much.
To stay on the conversation, though, for Juventus, I think that also one aspect is that every team, of course, is going through injuries and is going through lots of difficulties with players that are missing. Great work by Zapata to be Skriniar. They need another player up top, Atalanta. I don't like the Pessina Miranchuk. I think it's Miranchuk who's not.
I think he's not really a striker.
I'm sorry, Malinovsky.
Malinovsky usually plays behind the striker, so he's not a real kind of striker.
They need one more guy to put that pressure up top, I think. So, but for the Juventus part, I think that Juve is a team that's missed so many players. If you look at the amount of players that have been missed that are usually starters, Pirlo in his first year as a coach has not even been able to have a stable starting lineup. How difficult is that for a guy that's never been able to coach? And again, it's not an excuse for every team is going through that. Conte is going through that. Pioli is going through that. Gattuso's going through that. Those guys have a lot more, not Gattuso, but the rest of the guys have a lot more experience in terms of managing a team. So it's even harder for Pirlo and for Juve at this moment. And I think that some of the players that he's missing are more important too than others. Not to make players being missed an excuse, but I'm just saying that for Pirlo, it's not as fair because it's his first year and he's dealing with so much hardship, in my opinion. And when we've seen Juve have all of their guys, we've seen some pretty good stuff. We've seen a Juve that's beaten I mean, Inter, they didn't look too good. Beating Barcelona in Champions League, they showed some good mentalities. We've seen some good performances when they've had everybody.
That's true.
My perspective.
And Juve and I with Milan are much higher up in terms of less injuries than Inter. So that's another big factor. Inter weren't as unfortunate as some of the other top teams in terms of COVID and injuries altogether.
And now just to comment to Mohammed, he's saying every team has the same issues. But again, my point is not the team that has the issues. My point is that other teams have coaches that are a lot more experienced, and I'm just saying for Pirlo, it was already hard going into your first season with all this pressure, and now on top of that, you're having all these injuries. So it's just about managing the expectations for him, meaning for any fans that would think that it's all Pirlo's fault,
yeah, there's so many
I would
factors.
say that that's a major
factors.
factor.
But Inter really looking to absorb the pressure and really go on that counterattack. You see how fast they are. Once there's a mistimed ball from Atalanta, these guys shoot up. The wingbacks go up. A few midfielders go up. It's crazy how quick they are.
I love this comment from Chris. I've said it 100 times in the past month, but Romero has dramatically changed Atalanta's defense. An exceptional upgrade. We just got a bunch of... Sorry. He has shut down every top attacker he's faced this season. Atalanta D is to be feared.
He grew up so much, Romero.
Always believed in him. I always loved him.
At Genoa, he did good, and Atalanta, I feel like he took a step up.
Yeah, but it's not... Like, you have to look at the actual player. Like, even when... Juve was looking at him, you see the bright spots to his team, and at certain teams, if they're in a worse position, Zapata still got it. Foul. That's a foul?
Yeah, I think he stepped
Atalanta keeps going forward, and Inter has got some difficulty stopping Zapata.
So yes, I do agree with Chris. And I think Romero has always had it. It's not that you come to Atalanta. He's always had it. Now he's finally put in a system that really values him. And of course, with experience, you do get better as a defender. But he's the exact player that we pinpointed in the summer that they would need. Because he fits their style. He's young. He's aggressive. He's attack-minded. Opportunity for Atalanta, but just going wide. They're missing the final. At the end, the touch is gone.
The thing is, Romero didn't need the games, which is good that he went out on loan. And at a team like Genoa, he was playing a three-man backline, and now with Atalanta, he continued that. So it's even going to grow him better with even quality players playing in the Champions League. That's going to mature you so much more. And we could see how well he's been doing.
Muriel is missing from this right now.
Well,
he's missing from this.
Well,
Malinowski doesn't usually start.
Yeah, he usually comes back and then he'll score a goal.
Yeah, but the pressure is on right now. Atalanta's keeping this momentum. Doesn't mean that when the time Muriel comes on that they're still going to have this pressure.
The thing is, Malinowski's, since he's not normally there, he kind of drifts back naturally because he's not used to playing. So Zapata's sort of like a lone striker in that sense because he's not used to, Malinowski's not used to playing that.
He's doing the opposite. Zapata's the one that's beating his man and putting in a cross. It should be the reverse.
Because Malinowski's not used to that role.
I don't like it at all. I do not like it one bit. I understand that Muriel is scary off the bench, but when he comes in the 60th minute, maybe Atalanta doesn't have this energy. Maybe they're not pressuring Inter. Maybe Inter built into the match. I'm saying right now, with Atalanta having the momentum, they need that guy like Muriel.
I don't think they're going to sub in 30 minutes.
No, they're not going to, but I'm saying he should have been starting.
I guess we'll figure out if it's the wrong
Here's
decision.
Lautaro loses the ball.
Ooh,
No, that's a foul?
Wow.
I could not tell who fouled who.
So right now, Inter is playing counter-attack. They get the ball.
They're just waiting for
Atalanta is attacking with 5 players, and they get the ball, and they either long ball to the forwards, or in 2 cases where Lautaro gets the ball, and then he'll dribble for 30, 40 yards. He just lost the ball past midfield.
I want to promo also our Instagram page, @Calcio. I want everybody to follow it right now. It's literally just type in on Instagram Calcio, and that's our account. We're covering a little bit of world football over there. So it's really cool. It's really cool, number one, that we're even able to grab the Instagram handle just Calcio, since it is our brand and all that stuff. So give it a follow. It's pretty
we're going to type in just Calcio. Yo, I can't find it.
No, yeah, it's not just Calcio. That's
Solo Calcio.
That's fair. I'm saying just type in Calcio on Instagram. It's @Calcio.
There we go.
Just the @ symbol.
Yeah, just the @
You're making me get
Calcio.
confused now, Mike.
Man.
We will have a podcast very soon. It will be today. After this, we have Peter that will come by and we'll film a normal podcast. And yes, there's no more Patreon. We got rid of our Patreon. As we told everybody before, we've been doing really good with sponsors. Thanks to everybody that's been supporting and purchasing their products and being engaged in all of our content. We've got a lot more sponsors that are coming through also.
And higher quality content for all you guys, free too, because you guys been so amazing and incredible community.
So we decided to get rid of the Patreon since we're doing great on the sponsorship side and you guys all love it. Manscaped will be the sponsor of the podcast. And again, you could always get it with 20% off on Manscaped with code IFTV. Anyone who gets that helps support us, and we keep all of our content free and open to everybody.
Yeah, Atalanta is still controlling the game. I feel like they've been controlling the game. And Inter is just waiting.
Are you surprised by that at all?
Yeah, to me, it's the wrong approach. You use this approach. At the end, you're gonna pay for it. So
you think so?
Yeah.
But Inter aren't. It's not strange for Inter to be sometimes absorbing the pressure too. Even though they usually attack.
That's it. That's it.
So what happened? Again, small passes inside the area. It goes to Andanovic. He clears the ball right outside the area to who? To an Atalanta player.
Well, nice pass, Perisic.
But I will say, if Atalanta do not take advantage of this, Inter's going to build into this match. We've said it so many times.
Yeah.
Lukaku with the ball.
That usually happens.
It always. I've said it like.
Perisic, look.
That was a dangerous pass.
Sportiello gets it easily.
We've said this before. We've seen teams come out, play really good against Inter. They don't take advantage, and then Inter builds into it during the match as the match goes on and wins the game. And then you forget all about what you did in the beginning. So if you don't score, this is not... I understand that Atalanta, you've been playing great, but guess what? You have nothing to show for it because you don't have any goals.
And Atalanta were playing much more high pressure, and they're going to get more tired easily.
They need to be able to score this first half. Because I don't think you can maintain this amount of energy going forward. By the way, Zapata is so good. He's literally everywhere.
Yeah. He has lungs of 3 guys, that guy. He never
crazy.
stops running. He's so aggressive.
Atalanta looks very hungry. Good going into the match.
They got the right approach. They want to win the game. I mean, it shows that they want to win the game. Inter, they just... I think that they like Atalanta to waste as much energy as possible, and then they're going to hit them later on.
There's nothing new for Inter too. So, they like doing this. They like sitting back. They wait for that mistake, and they attack.
Mr. Flame again says, Gaetano, my grandfather can't stop talking about Pro Vercelli. He says that they're the team that were the real champions in Italy.
Oh, you're going back. You're going back 100 years.
Tell us a story, Gaetano.
His grandpa's an old timer.
Enlighten us.
I think
the young fools.
I think if you look at the Serie A, there was a time of period in the 1900s where Pro Vercelli won, I think, 5 or 6 Scudetto in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They've got more than a bunch of big teams.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Well, did any big players?
No, I mean, there was much before my time.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Wow. Are we talking early 1900s or are we talking like...
1892.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about the beginning of 1900. I mean, that's...
no, I guess a lot of...
You got to start...
That's like when a lot of these football clubs
1932.
A lot of these...
They won the Scudetto. I think they won a few Scudettos.
Actually, 1908 was their first Scudetto.
Dude, a lot of these football teams were discovered around 1900s.
That's over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
They've got 7 Scudetti. They won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1910, 1913, they won 3 in a row.
They just have a bunch of money or something? There's a big Italian owner over there or something, right?
I guess you're right. Those stories kind of like got lost.
Right? How long ago is that?
Yeah, that's very far. They weren't even wearing shoes at that time. Who knows what they look like?
They didn't have any vapors, you're saying?
Hey, a win is a win, man. Everybody else had the same limitations, so.
I wonder if the referees were better at these VAR calls than the current ones.
Well, there's no replay, so you never knew. You just saw it on the field. You're like, I guess it was right. Nobody ever got the time to look back.
Lukaku.
Atalanta were doing such a good job at building pressure on Lukaku right away to try to make him lose the ball. But they're still giving too much room for Barella.
Yeah, they do. So
bad
far,
pass, they're
doing a good job on Lukaku.
Beautiful.
As soon as he gets the ball, there's very tight marking. They don't let him, try not to let him turn. That's why sometimes he comes back, gets the ball in midfield, and then he takes off.
Great tackle by Darun on Hakimi right there. I love Darun, man. He's so underappreciated.
So Inter midfield.
Oh.
And
yes.
Atalanta.
Beautiful
Still
Gosens.
putting pressure, and they want the
Send
ball
to
in midfield. Now
Gosens. There we
Zapata.
go. See, that's the play.
On the left
Gosens
side,
on
cross
Skriniar.
into the area, but
right
at
to
Handanovic. You got the ball.
See, but that's the play. Zapata, you need to let the other player send you in the ball.
Yeah.
Too many times in the beginning of the first half, Zapata would go down the line and cross it in, and then he's crossing it into nobody, where he's much better with his head.
He's the main striker that they should be crossing it to. Yeah, he takes on the defenders a little too much.
That was a smart play. But again, right away, the pressure on Inter is impactful. Yeah. It's absolute. The second that they touch the ball.
How much could it go for? You can only do it for so long.
That's why I'm saying they have to score now. You got to score in this first half.
But Inter are pretty organized too.
See, look at this. Look at this. Look at the pressure right away on Lukaku. Took a little hit. He got the ball off on that end. But it's not too often.
Defensively, Atalanta is doing so far the first 37 minutes. They're doing good. They're doing
Vidal again, another as well.
Vidal in the second half stay on the bench.
Vidal's not.
Don't
That's a foul.
That's
a foul.
Oh,
what?
Did he get it clean? Wow.
Oh, ball? Wow.
I guess so.
I thought it was a foul right outside the area. Vidal from the back. Yeah, stay in the locker room.
Dangerous.
Stay in the locker room at the end of the first half.
Eriksson?
Yeah, let Eriksson come out.
But Contes never brings them on.
Nice.
No, he's not going to bring him on.
Nice.
I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, Pessina.
He's running into a wall.
Man, Atalanta is such a beautiful
Atalanta play
team,
nicely.
man. I would love somebody to pump some money into these guys. We need a goal.
No, we'll find out what the possession is, ball possession.
We need a goal from Atalanta now.
You can take a shot.
Cross it. They have too many defenders in. Gasperini better be smart and put Muriel in right away. I'm telling you, he's going to wait too long. Inter has a sea of defenders that... Oh, he got the ball on that one. That was a good call from the referee. He did get the ball, Vidal.
I couldn't see it.
No, he did. He stepped on the ball. I don't like Malinowski.
Why?
Because he's not a striker.
Oh. You don't like
him or Pessina's got to go.
Oh, Handanovic!
Wow, on a corner kick.
But it was Pessina right at Handanovic.
On a corner kick, the ball was inside. I think it was Zapata. The ball was inside.
I thought it was Pessina.
The ball was inside the net.
You're right. Zapata.
Oh my God. I don't know how Handanovic got that ball.
Wow.
It was right at him.
It almost went back in too.
No, but...
Oh my gosh, again, saved at the line by Brozovic.
You have to see how close the ball was.
It was very close.
You need some instincts to be there.
The reflexes.
His
feet were planted though, no? 2
corner kicks, very, very dangerous. If Inter did not have a man on the post, this would have been a goal. So I like to have for the young teams, I like to have somebody on the post when on a corner kick. Now a lot of teams do not put anybody. In this case, it would have been a goal.
Vinny Merck says, Gaetano, what are you talking about? We need Vidal in the field so he can mess up often and Inter can lose.
Okay, all right. I see your point.
Antonio, is that
Sorry
you?
about that.
Sorry about that.
The thing is, I think Inter, they're absorbing all this pressure, but the real value of Conte is that at halftime he's able to adapt his team, I think.
And he has
transmit that.
And he has a deeper bench than Atalanta.
So still the 40th minute, and Atalanta is still in control of the ball. I like to know what the possession is. I'm sure that Atalanta's got
probably 60.
A higher percentage of than Inter.
Oh,
I don't know who that is on the right side, but he just dribbled a couple of players, put the ball in the net.
Oh, it looked like it was going right there.
And Zapata hit it, but it was cleared.
Ooh, Atalanta really waking up a lot more.
Ball inside the area.
Pessina again.
Ooh, Skriniar gets it.
We gotta find out who's the guy.
He's gonna fall down. I saw him falling it down before he even got the ball.
We gotta find out who the guy on the right side is. He's doing a good job and crossing the ball.
It's that guy,
the Danish guy.
I can't say his name.
Okay.
I mean, he was off balance and they're always gonna call that though.
Nah, that's a good save. It almost went back in though.
No, look.
He's completely held on to him.
Okay, that was a little bit better.
Zapata's got it. What a beast.
Zapata barely had a jump too.
He just bodied his guy
if you
off
get it
there.
a little bit more, man, directed it. That's a 1-0 Atalanta.
Come on, press. Look, they're already tired now. You can see
Inter,
some-
these guys are
Inter
pressing like
still insist on
Yeah, they got
passing the
nothing
ball
from it.
inside their own
They got
area.
this much.
Atalanta is waiting about right outside the area. They're not pressing inside the area. They're waiting outside the area.
Nice.
This is where Inter's
I
gonna
mean-
start.
Yeah.
Oh, Hakimi with a loose ball. Lautaro shot goes for a
Okay,
corner.
Lautaro, Mr. Invisible.
It's gonna.
He came up. I
I think
forgot
it's
he
a
was
corner
playing.
kick. Corner kick for Inter.
In the
Inter
42nd
wants to
minute.
get inside the area with 2-3 passes. They make 2-3 passes that are inside the Atalanta area, and then hopefully they can take a shot. This time is a corner kick.
I just know that this is set up for Inter to score a goal, like right here, and then kill that pressure from Atalanta. And all the good stuff that Atalanta has done for the first 42 minutes just go out the window because they weren't able to score a goal. I've seen this way too many times.
Barella sends it in.
Just-
Poor
it's just a
pass,
repeat of
poor
history.
cross. What the?
Yeah, I don't understand when there's a corner kick and you got 8 players inside the area
And you do a short
and you
corner.
do a short or you kicked he kicked the ball outside of the area.
Yeah,
If
I
you
don't-
lose the ball there and the
You're
other team
screwed.
gets the ball, it's a counter attack and they're gonna score on you.
Nah, I agree. I hate short corners unless you have smaller guys, but Inter don't. They have bigger guys.
They're very dangerous from set
But
pieces too.
short corners is okay because you can cross the ball right away. But if you, from a corner kick, you pass the ball outside of the area and that guy doesn't make a nice cross or he loses the ball,
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
screwed.
you're in trouble.
Let me see what other talking points we got over here. 43rd minute. Yeah, Joey Carabetta.
yeah, Joey, we're going to have a podcast later.
Yeah,
Yes,
you could read it. You could read it from there.
of course.
I think you got better eyesight than Michael.
That's not saying much.
I'm gonna highlight. Okay, Michael. What does that
I
say?
can say I just got to squint. And I
What does that say, Mike? What does that say?
Ray Conte's haircut.
Okay, so you guys are both good though.
You have to squint, Gaetano, or no?
No,
Yeah, me neither.
I've seen you. You need glasses. I've seen you. Go get glasses.
Yeah, I gotta. One of these days.
If we got any glasses sponsors, yeah, hook Mike up. He needs them. You need them pretty bad.
Telescope. Mine are probably gonna be crazy thick. The lens.
Yeah, you need it.
Ooh,
Long
Bastoni
ball,
with the
long ball into the area.
Whoa, Bastoni sends
Long
it
ball
in.
into the area.
Oh, Lukaku was.
And
was too
Perisic
far.
put it in the middle and very dangerous. Lukaku didn't reach. They're paying a lot of attention to Lukaku. I mean, it's very smart. They're
it's
not
a guy.
gonna give him an inch.
I think
Not only inside the area, but also outside the area. They don't give him an inch.
Gasperini is so smart with that. I think that's one thing that Gasperini is really good at. He's truly a football mind, where he understands that Inter's entire game is built around Lukaku. So to stop that, I think you stop Inter. That was a terrific ball by Bastoni, who Bastoni's really starting to come into his own, which is really a great plus for any Italians or Azzurri fan.
He reminds
Perisic
me of
had,
Bonucci with those long balls as a center back.
Perisic had Lautaro right by the penalty indicator over there. He was all alone, and he put it in. He gave it to Lautaro, who had 2 guys on. He gave it to Lukaku. 1 minute to go, guys.
Theus said, "What do you think about Martin De Roon? I think De Roon is one of the most underrated players.
Solid player. He can do everything.
He does not get talked about enough because he does the dirty work
He does all the
that
groundwork,
allows
yeah.
Atalanta's a team that attacks a lot. So oftentimes that's what gets the headlines. That's what we all want to see. We want to see goals to play both in the midfield and in the back because De Roon has been a player, a defensive midfielder. We've seen him play at center back at times. We've seen him play last man.
But
We've
then
seen him do all these
then
things.
he can make a nice
Gattuso.
pass.
Yeah, he's like a Gattuso in terms of how he plays. He's so he seems like a nice guy, but he's not scared of slide tackle.
Some of those players, though, they cannot
Doesn't
make a
mess
pass or they cannot build.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he can make a nice pass. He can build a play too, and
He reads the game extremely well. Extremely well. He's just so underappreciated because you don't see that. If you watch him, then you see the position.
okay, that's a
That's
end of first half. 0-0.
Entertaining though, even though
Yeah,
there's
a
no
little,
goals.
I would go a little bit better. Atalanta, they put pressure. They wanted to win this game. They took a couple of chances. They had shots. Inter counterattack. For somebody that is in first place, you got to do more.
Yeah, I think Atalanta definitely played the better half, but Inter, I feel like this is rinse and repeat for Inter. They know what they're doing. I think they're gonna come out much stronger in the second half, and where Atalanta is not gonna have the energy to really press like they did in the first half.
Okay, but you're taking a chance because if Atalanta scores 1 or 2 goals, then you're gonna be on your back foot the rest of the game.
Let's play a little game. We rated the summer and winter mercato, some of the best transfers. I'll tell you what we rated them and a sentence on why we rated them, and you tell us if you agree and what your rating would be. Understand? Out of 10. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but I got to remember all the transfer that were made.
No, it's only a couple. It's only a couple. It's a big guys. So, and this will be a multiple part series. We'll do it on more teams and stuff. Federico Chiesa, we gave an 8.5 out of 10 for the signing from Juventus. We said there were lots of doubt of him coming from Fiorentina, but he's embodied what it means to play for Juventus, providing energy, skill, and leadership during tough times for the team. When Juve needed a spark, he's been the guy to step up. Our top transfer of the season.
Well, don't go too far about leadership. The rest of it, I agree.
What's your rating?
He created the spark. He's got the skills. He's got the speed. He's been very fundamental for Juventus. A few of the comments that I heard before, they didn't believe that he was going to do any good. He was going to sit on the bench and not play. Yeah, I agree with that.
What, you agree 8.5 out of 10?
Yeah.
That's your rating? Okay, fair enough. Pretty simple. Hakimi. We gave him an 8 out of 10. We said Conte got the guy he was looking for. It took a bit of time to really let Hakimi into the team, but once he did, he's provided top quality in a position that Inter have lacked since the Maicon days. He runs all day, and he has offensive ability to create a goal at any moment. A true modern fullback who's been a game changer for the league leaders.
So I saw Cancelo play yesterday. Mamma mia, what a disaster. The guy was so bad. And Cancelo had the makeup of an Hakimi, but I must say that Hakimi is much better. I think he's more intelligent. The skills are there, the speed is there. He just has to improve a little bit defensively. You gave him an 8.
We gave him an 8.
7.5.
Okay. And for the people that are saying we missed this player, there's only so many we could do. Instagram only lets us do 5 players. That's the only way that's possible to do this. So we'll continue the series if people like it. Weston McKennie, we gave him a 7.5 out of 10. Our logic was, with loads of speculation being the first American at the club, Weston has provided the balance Juve's midfield has so desperately been missing. Grinta, determination, and energy. Just a few words to describe what he's brought to the team. In his first season, he's already become the highest scoring American in Serie A history. The future is bright for McKennie.
Yeah, I would agree with most of that. He's got a lot to improve. I mean, I want to see him there play week in and week out like Barella does with Inter. I mean, I want to see them every game instead of taking some games and then he's out for a couple of games. But I agree with most of that. 7.5, I think that's good. 7.5.
Tomori, we gave a 7 out of 10. The center back from Milan.
Yeah.
Can I say the logic first?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
You don't ever expect a young center back to come to Serie A from the Premier League and outperform the veterans immediately. But that's just what Tomori has done. With Romagnoli struggling and Kier unfit, Tomori has been a rock at the back. He has it all. Marking, speed, aggressiveness, and for a center back, he's great on the ball. We hope he stays at Milan for a long time.
I don't know that much about Tomori. I like to see him a little bit more from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. So I'm not going to make a judgment on that. I have
no rating.
No rating. Not yet.
He has only played 8 games so far.
Yeah, so I probably missed a couple of games that he played, so I don't know that much about him.
Okay, fair enough. And yes, for the rest of the players, we'll get to more players. Is there anyone that you think that was a new signing that really caught your eye that you want to pinpoint one of them? If you need some time, I can give you some time.
Yeah. Who else? Who were some of the signing? I'm not.
Some of the players that they're saying is, why didn't you do Morata? Let's see who else some players are saying.
You're talking about the winter, though.
No, summer
both.
and winter.
Oh,
Yeah.
summer
Both.
and winter. Okay.
Summer and
I thought
winter.
it was just
Has to be a new signing. So, like,
Okay.
Ibra doesn't count because, he already was there.
Yeah. No, Morata is Morata's a good one.
Who else did we miss, chat? For the people that are asking. Mkhitaryan, Pedro, Villar, Mayoral,
Kumbula,
Kumbula. I don't know if people want our
Rahmani.
I think you said.
Tonali,
Yeah, I think you said
Amrabat.
the one that really
the biggest one.
have an impact
Yeah.
on the team. Some of these guys, they were transferred, but this guy Kokorin or whatever his name is,
Kokorin, yeah.
I don't know where he came from. I mean, I know where he comes from, but I haven't seen. I don't know if he's what kind of level.
He had a good World Cup that one time, like 5 years ago.
Osimhen obviously was one. We
Yeah.
We tried to keep it very positive.
Yeah,
In these
Osimhen.
ones.
Yeah, Osimhen. If he needs to play though,
Yeah, he's had a COVID. He's been injured, so we can't judge him. I don't think.
Right.
It's too soon.
I mean, also, I think that a lot of this comes with expectations too. Like Osimhen's the most expensive transfer in Napoli's history. Like when you come in with those kind of, you
True.
expect a lot. Yeah. And I guess when you say like, if you want to say McKennie, like one of the reasons why we gave him higher is because nobody really expected him to be anything. It wasn't really you're signing a champion, you're signing, a guy that's at that level, but he's pleasantly surprised you. Romero was another guy that we were about to do. Again, there's a few. There's a few. Artur, there's a couple of different guys that we could be able to add to the team, but you can't get everybody.
Yeah, I feel like we got we got to get the ones that we missed, but I feel like we got a good amount.
Ozzy John, thank you for your donation. It says Forza Atalanta, only 45 minutes, and forever Forza Juve. Thank you for your donation, Ozzy John. We got another donation from Josh. He says Atalanta is doing a good job on Romelu. Hopefully we see a Lula connection in the second half. Forza Inter. So these guys, lots of comments over here. Thank you for everybody that's sending in donations. We appreciate you. Showing the highlights of Juve Lazio over here. I know we're gonna talk about it on the podcast, but huge win for Juve. I think that it's a little bit underestimated how big of a win this will be for them. They needed this. They massively needed this. I think that if Juve didn't get this win, it would have put a big damper in seeing Ronaldo's reaction to it. It would have been really bad for them. And here's Rabiot. Rabiot, I want to give him a lot of credit. That's exactly what Juve need in the midfield. And from Rabiot, it's to break the line. It's to go forward. And guess what? Take a damn shot. Too many times the midfield does not shoot. You can't score if you don't shoot. And there's been that fear from some of the Juventus midfielders. Back to the Allegri days when he said Bentancur does not shoot enough. I keep screaming at him, shoot. That's exactly what Rabiot did. And sometimes you're able to score. So really good job. The second goal from Juve on Chiesa, because we're watching the highlights right now, this is just phenomenal from Chiesa. The work rate to be able to win the ball back and then send Morata for a ball. And Morata does an incredible job. Great finish, all around exactly what they needed. Again, Morata so important in opening up that space, not only as a goal scorer, but allowing everyone around him to move up and move the center of gravity of your team up on the pitch. And then he scores from the penalty spot in the third goal. Great job from Morata. Exactly what he needed.
Yeah, big match from Juve, especially no
Huge
Ronaldo.
match.
Crazy.
Especially coming back too, I think gives you even more
For sure.
motivation.
Now showing the Verona-Milan game, that Krunic goal was so spectacular.
Dr. Professor Scope. Marco, explain yourself. How did you not know Chiesa was going to do well? Anyone with football eye could have seen Chiesa, even if Fiorentina was on his way to being a top player. Marco, explain yourself.
I feel like we all had that opinion.
Well, let Antonio explain, because he said he was gonna sit on the bench. Chiesa.
So I was wrong about Chiesa. I said that Juve should not have signed him, and guess what? They were right. They were totally right. Number one, when they did get a good deal, when I saw that it was the loan, a 2-year loan with the option to buy at 40 million, I said, okay, now that does make a lot more sense. But a lot of the reason why I didn't want Chiesa, number one, I think a lot of the teammates at Fiorentina did drag him down because we didn't see that same Chiesa. His spirit and his attitude and his character really have impressed me. And the third reason is that Kulusevski, and we're kind of seeing this. I thought Kulusevski was going to be more the breakout than Chiesa, and it has been the reverse. It's been more Chiesa has been incredible, and Kulusevski has taken a step back. So I thought they were signing two of the same players, and I thought if you have a budget, it's probably best to use that money into the midfield and balance the squad out. Now, maybe I still have that same opinion, but Chiesa was the right one. Maybe it was Kulusevski that you could have spent more in the midfield. I think that Kulusevski is a great player. He's playing out of position, out of a need for that, and he's competing with Chiesa for the same exact spot in Pirlo's system. So there is an issue with that. You know, it had to be one of them is going to do well and the other one is not. We did predict that.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed because whenever Kulusevski was playing in that in the position he was actually playing, he was doing so well. But then when Pirlo played him up top, it was like you were playing with one less player. So they still got to figure out what they want to do exactly. But Juve are slowly getting stitched together as a team.
So my friend from West Palm Beach is listening to us.
Oh boy,
is watching us.
I'm jealous of him. He's in the sun.
Yeah, Giulio, and he says that we're criticizing Inter too much.
I don't think we're criticizing them enough.
What do we say?
Sorry, Giulio.
But you know, Giulio, sometimes when you criticize, I mean, are you happy with the first half of Inter? You expect them to do more, so that's why sometimes you criticize is because you want them to do better and you expect better.
Like your kids, right? Always criticize them and make sure they're...
You can write in the comments.
So we can read it over here. Azijon, he said Pirlo rested CR7 on the bench and on the pitch. Smart. The only reverse to that is it's good when it works out, but if Juventus would have lost, I think everyone here would have been like, how do you not start Ronaldo?
No, of course. It's always like that.
So, thoughts on Dybala?
I forgot about him, man. Literally.
He's been very unlucky, man.
I know he has, but I just totally forgot about it. It's crazy because he was so good.
His injury, now, he came back, then injured again.
He's like a shadow of himself.
And then didn't have a real place. I get water.
Gaetano, what are your thoughts on that? Oh, I was gonna.
I'll
say. Dybala was so good. We're saying he's gonna be the next big thing. He was up there, but yeah, he was like Marco was saying. He was unlucky. There were some cases he wasn't really fitting in, but there's a lot of factors. The mentality. He was injured. The COVID. Well, he got it 2 times or whatever it was. But Dybala hasn't materialized into the player, at least that I thought. I thought so highly of him, and for me, he's almost like a disappointment because I just thought he'd be like up there, competing like one of the best players in the world, but it hasn't happened. And the more playing time he gets, like once he comes back and stuff, I think that's so important for his growth because he's losing a lot of time. And the players at Juve that they have, they're almost replacing him because there's so much competition in his position in Juve's attack right now. Mike, as a Milan fan, who do you think would be a good signing on the right wing from Arnaud? As a right winger, I feel like Milan desperately needs someone because Castillejo is not cutting it. Salazmaker's not cutting it. Right winger that they could snatch from another Serie A team that I'm thinking because I don't really watch any other league. Who's performing right now? Verona, Sassuolo. I would say someone like a Berardi type player, but Berardi is not going to leave Sassuolo. He just extended it recently. But Milan are gonna need a couple of signings. They're gonna need another, maybe not a striker because they got Mandzukic, even though he hasn't really planted his foot there. They'll need someone like Rebic too. He hasn't really impressed from the time, but they got someone there. Right wing. Let me try to think.
Where do we see
I would have said Bogan switches
possession of the ball?
position play there, but Boga hasn't even been performing. Yeah, I'll check for you, Gaetano. You're saying the possession?
Yeah, I'd like to know what the possession of the ball is. So I say
take a guess.
54 to 46 Atalanta. Let's see if I'm right.
54 to 40.
Anybody watching the game? Statistics. Let's see if it's on the statistics. So it's wow.
Apparently it's the other way around.
It's the other way around.
I'm checking. I'm gonna check a few sources to see before I say. I don't want to say it because it seemed a little fishy to me.
Well, here I see 56 to 44 on what I got on Gazzetta. Yeah, I thought it would have been the other way around.
I got on our One Football app. That's also helping IFTV, one of the GOATs. They have 61% for Inter. Are we watching the same game, Gaetano? Because I could have swore Atalanta had the ball more and the second starts.
Gazzetta's got 56 to 44. My friend has got 57 to 43. And what was the other one? The other one's got 61. It's got to be... All right, that's the game just started.
The second half is underway, guys.
Second half is underway. Of course, from what we can see, there were no substitution made. Let's see how Atalanta, what kind of tactics Atalanta will use now. If they still put pressure on Inter, or
I think Allah will tell after the 15 minutes.
They will wait,
and we'll see how the game pans out.
Okay, Atalanta at midfield, for going up on the right side.
We got a question from Joey. Your guys' favorite Serie A player this season? Gaetano, you want to go first?
One of the better player. Okay, I'm gonna make you happy, Giulio. Barella,
that's fair. I want to go first. I'm going to go with Zaccagni from Hellas Verona. I feel like whenever I watch him play, he's been impressing a lot, and hopefully Mancini takes notice because he's been a great player, very under the radar, a hidden gem. I think he's going to be a great player in the future. I see so much talent in him. Also Pessina, I want to add. Pessina, I think, exploded ever since Papu Gomez left. He kind of fit that role. And he's been growing a lot over there. So it's good to see these younger Italians too, getting playing time and minutes in the Serie A to show how much quality they do have. Barella's obvious. Barella's a top player, man. I mean, there's not much to say about him. He's too good.
Who's Joey's team?
Joey, who's your Serie A player that you like this season?
Also, guys, if you haven't liked the video and subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that like button. Make sure there is a sub. Ilicic. I see Ilicic right there.
Yeah.
I
was just gonna say that.
So who came out?
I'm gonna check.
It's got to be
Malinowski.
Yeah, it's got to be Malinowski. Yeah. He was terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, because Pessina's still there. All right, good idea. Good move. We'll see with Ilicic.
Let's see if Atalanta approaches the start of the second half. So it looks like the pressure that they was in the first half is not there anymore. They're waiting in midfield. And Inter's got the ball at midfield right now, going from right to left.
See if that momentum has shifted or if Atalanta can keep it up. They screwed up in the first half by not scoring. I'm going to say that now. When you guys have that, you have to be able to score. Otherwise, you're just begging for the opposite team to come back into the match.
Zapata wide on the left side.
He's
bringing
everywhere.
The ball up.
He's everywhere, man. The guy's phenomenal. The Inter defense, I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. It's only Lukaku and Handanovic that are not there. And technically Handanovic is. Nice, Derun. Good tackle. Gotta be able to stop Hakimi. Again, it's the little things. Yeah, Malinowski is good, but he was not good as a striker. That's what I'm saying in regards to. He was out of position. And again, that's one thing I like about Gasperini. He's not scared to make the change right away. I cannot stand these coaches like Conte that wait so long to make a substitution. You have to be able to identify something and make the change and not wait. I'm only going to make it after 15 minutes, after 20 minutes. I don't like that.
Okay. Inter is from the back where Handanovic is touching the ball too much, but
beautiful, Derun. Good win back. Good win back. That's not a foul. That all started.
Too far.
They won the
that
ball
bad
in
of a
midfield. I feel
From
like
here, looking like
I feel like Inter, if you want to win this game, you have to do more.
For sure.
It's too slow the way you're setting up.
Yeah.
You're building up. You're building it up too slow. Okay, the counter attack, I understand. You are fast.
foul. No?
Once again, Lukaku was not able to turn, and he lost the ball in midfield.
Atalanta is doing a fantastic job because, like we saw with Handanovic, who sent the ball out, or then I think it was Derun and Freuler who won the ball back in the midfield. Inter do not like playing that ball long. It's not their build-up play, so they're hurting their strategy by not. Whoa! It's got to be a foul.
I thought they called. They called the late foul.
They're hurting their strategy of not allowing them to play out of the back. And then when they do play out of the back, every single player is pressuring, and they're almost doubling up Lukaku to stop that ball. So they're really hindering Inter's game plan. I still do think that if Atalanta do not score, they're setting themselves up for Inter to be able to get a set piece or a counterattack where they will be efficient enough to score one goal. Because a guy like Lukaku is so on fire that I think if you give him half a chance, he's going to put the ball into the back of the net.
Eriksen's warming up
He
right
has
now.
Eriksson, which we are called it. I called it in the first half that he should be there.
Step. Oh, nice
Lautaro
move
with a
from
nice
Lautaro.
turn.
Lautaro
Great
in
move,
midfield,
Lautaro.
Let's see what he's
with
going to do.
the back
Good
to the
foul, good
goal,
foul.
he turned. This guy's got the best turn in of all the players.
He is very good at
With
that.
the back to the goal,
Yeah.
you give him the ball in midfield, the guy.
He does that well.
Yeah, he's
His
quick.
change of direction is great.
turns
very
unbelievable, and
He's very explosive. I will give him that. In that sense, he's got that to him.
Ooh,
Wow,
early
Conte is
change
making a
I
quick
thought he
stop.
was run around for 20 minutes.
he is listening. He's
Yeah.
listening. Conte is listening. Vidal out and Eriksson in. I thought it was going to wait, but maybe Conte's changing a little bit. That's the right move.
Exactly.
It's the right move. I saw it in the first half.
I like the coaches that will say, like, at halftime, if they don't want to make that sub, you got 5 minutes, do something, otherwise you're coming out. I like that strategy. So well done by Conte. I've never seen Conte do that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's
I've
new,
never
so-
seen him do a sub this early into the second half. He usually is like pinpoint on waiting to the 65th minute. So well done.
Whoa, is that a corner
it's
deflection or not?
probably a
I
corner.
don't think so.
I
Really?
thought it deflected.
Yeah, I thought it was deflection too.
This game is begging for Luis Muriel. I could taste it. No, I don't think it was a corner.
Maybe not.
Sure. I guess Berge just
No, I don't
wanted
think anybody
something.
took it. I don't think anybody touched the ball. Oh, wow, it did.
It is.
Yeah, it was a corner. I thought it was a deflection. Then on the replay, I didn't see it.
Yeah, everybody has 5 subs, of course. It's the same as always. They're not changing rules mid-season. Get that ball out. Get the ball out. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, that
see?
wow! And Skriniar scores. They Atalanta fail to clear the ball from the corner.
It looks like there was a foul somewhere, but
that came out of nowhere.
Just go.
Skriniar took
Wow.
the shot anyway. But
Wow.
this is exactly what Marco was saying.
Of course.
you pressure, you don't score, then you're gonna get a goal.
From a set
Guys,
piece.
football
Wow.
repeats itself.
And it's a
very
set
obvious.
piece. And it's a set piece.
That's very-
It's so obvious that I can't believe that people are even surprised at this point. I said it. Just go back a couple minutes. I literally said they're gonna score in a set piece.
To be fair, I'm surprised how they couldn't clear it properly. That was very bad clearance.
Now, if anything, it was a foul on Atalanta.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Why?
so.
Where do you see that?
There's, I mean, it's gonna
Over here, you don't think?
Where's the
Here,
foul?
here.
Where? No, it's
No.
not. No, it's the opposite. It's no foul.
They had Atalanta had 3 chances to clear properly, and they couldn't do. I mean, if you can't,
No,
mistakes like that, if you can't clear a ball like that in a dangerous
is-
position, you're gonna concede.
it's typical football. It's if you're attacking and then you don't, it gives confidence to a team. If you're getting attacked the whole game and the other team is still not able to score, it gives you the hope that when you do get your chance, you'll score.
A set piece from Inter, and now Inter is putting pressure and is winning the ball in midfield and gave a nice ball to Lukaku, which he wasn't able to turn and shoot.
By the way,
So probably another corner kick.
finally they send in one corner kick instead of doing a stupid short corner, and they score off
Yeah,
of it.
right?
By the
Right.
way, we said this
Goes to
about
show.
50 times.
Goes to show.
Sometimes I don't understand how it could be so obvious for us to see these things and they come true, and then they still don't act on it.
Yeah, it's strange.
What was the donation?
Oh, from Cliff. Shout out Cliff. Do you guys think what happened with Papa will affect Atalanta's ability to bring in players? Do you think players will hesitate to want to play there?
No.
what sense?
No, not at all.
He's saying that it could cause issues. I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't-
No,
I
those
don't
those
see that.
issues, Cliff. Those issues are with every team. It happens to every. Sometimes you know about it, and sometimes you don't know about it.
It's true.
But they are with every team. The thing with Papa Gomez is that we found out.
So what's gonna happen is, I'll say it right now, Atalanta's gonna attack. They're gonna bring guys forward. They'll put Muriel, and then Inter will score off a counterattack. Lukaku 2-0. This is again textbook Inter.
I don't
every single
know.
season.
I feel like Atalanta have what it takes to get back in this game for sure.
Inter's definitely gonna win this. They're not gonna go up 1 and throw it away. The only
Oh my God! Lukaku on a counterattack. There was a slip by Atalanta player. and they
wow,
don't get it.
Romero.
Wow.
Romero. That is class. That is class.
Lukaku
So
fails to
Lukaku went
utilize
in
Romero
one-on-one.
with the slide tackle.
I think the guy, what did he slipped and he left
Yeah,
the
he
ball for
slipped.
Lukaku, who went one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Guys,
but
Romero.
That was a
but
Romero
the
is
defender
top.
got back to him,
That was
and
a
now it's
crazy
another corner
play.
kick.
Romero is top.
That was a crazy play. I gotta
Let's
see that
see.
again.
That was
the
Jim
guy,
Seating.
the guy fell down.
No.
Oh, another
no,
one.
No, it was Toloi.
But look at this look at that
Wow.
makeup from Romero. Oh my God, he fell on his face. It was Toloi and it was Jim City. It was
Oh,
my
wow,
guy,
yeah,
Romero.
great.
Romero came from
recovery.
the
Great
back
tackle.
as Lukaku was taking a shot one-on-one with the goalkeeper and
I thought
put
it
it
was
in the
I
corner
thought,
kick.
I think we all thought it was 2-0
Romero
at that
again.
point. I thought it was 2-0 at that point. Come on.
Lukaku is not in his game today.
Yeah,
It's
he's
something.
not. He should have scored that one.
It's either Atalanta is doing a very, very good job or he's not in his game. A step too slow.
Because they're not
Yeah.
giving Lukaku any rhythm to do anything. That's
Yeah, but
why.
even on that, he had the play right in front of him. He took a long time before he took a shot.
I think
He needed to shoot right
I think
away.
it was more of a Romero.
And now
Romero
Atalanta's got to come out.
You don't think so?
No, he gave him too much time. Ooh, it's a good ball. Ilicic, I don't like this player anymore at all. I don't like Ilicic at all. I can't stand him. He's too weak mentally.
I don't know.
He's so fragile. If he doesn't play good, he doesn't have the ability to overcome that. He gets stuck in his
The
way.
thing is, he came in as a sub, too, which is kind of a little weird.
Was that corner kick from Eriksson?
I don't know.
Was he the one that?
We got to see if that was really a corner because we weren't sure if that was really a corner that they
At
scored
first,
on.
I thought it was a corner
from
kick.
The
Then when I saw the replay,
yeah,
I didn't think
agree
it was
with
a
you.
corner
I
kick.
didn't think it was either.
I don't like Ilicic. I'll say it again. Really don't like him. He's too sensitive. You need to be tough when you're playing at the top level. It's disappointing because it's disappointing because he's got it. He's got the skill.
I mean, he had a string of good games though. It just I prefer him when he's a starter rather than a substitute. I think he plays much better as a starter with Zapata rather than coming off the bench, personally.
I don't know when the last time I've seen Ilicic play great games consistently.
I didn't realize the other day I was looking that Ilicic, Muriel, and Sala, they all play for Fiorentina.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Can you guys confirm? But Ilicic,
No,
we know they played.
and Muriel.
Salah and Muriel for sure. I don't even remember on Ilicic.
All three for
Yeah,
Fiorentina.
Ilicic played for Fiorentina.
Great players that let go.
Yeah.
So we can see that Eriksson is involved almost in all the game, the build up from Inter now.
Yeah, they screwed up.
But
Atalanta
is still playing very good defense all over the field.
And
As soon as
Lukaku,
Derun, what a ball, Derun. Come on, Ilicic.
as soon as they get the ball, I mean, Atalanta gives her and Eriksson all the way back in his own area to fight and win the ball.
Ilicic better do something to prove me wrong.
I think Atalanta are in this.
Oh, come on.
God.
Step
Wow.
up.
They gave him
Again,
too much room.
Andanovic gave a ball
Lost
inside
it.
the area
He lost
between two Atalanta players. If that ball is one
Come on,
inch
Ilicic.
on either side,
Again.
that's very, very dangerous. That's all. Just
my
kick
God.
the ball up on.
Yeah, that's what I feel like for Mohamed. If Ilicic shoots it off target in the first 5 minutes, for sure the rest of the game he doesn't play good. He doesn't have the thing where he could just knock it off.
Inter waiting in midfield for the ball. No pressure at all until they get all the way down.
Ilicic.
dummy! What a
Ilicic
dummy.
again. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Oh, Lautaro didn't want to do that, but it
he
ended
got
up
lucky.
fortunate for him. Too far. Lautaro. Barella was mad.
Counter attack from Inter.
Yeah, it could have been.
They had, I think, 5 against 4 or 4 against 3, and Lukaku kicked the ball outside.
Lautaro.
Lautaro.
They're very similar. This game again is begging for Muriel. Need to see him in.
Yep. Now,
Need to see him in.
now it's a very slow build up by Atalanta, and all Inter is on their own half.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even Lukaku is
Behind the ball.
is behind the ball, about 35 yards from the goal.
They're just playing their game now. They don't need to attack, so they're just absorbing the pressure and just
Yeah.
gonna keep going.
Which is dangerous.
Of course, for both sides.
If you don't put pressure on the ball, you're gonna get a goal.
Cross. Oh my God. Should have been
Goal kick.
left. That should have been left. Gosens.
Cross from the right side, and it's gonna be a goal kick.
Wepa.
that was nice.
Ilicic is absolutely not unstoppable. He's like the most stoppable man. You just make him miss one time and he stops himself. And it's coming from a fan of Ilicic, but oh my God, he's too weak.
That would have been a nice little.
Good defending from Bastoni on that one too.
Inter and midfield with the ball, very slow built up by both teams. And now they're going back, and the guy, sure, give back to the goalie. It's unbelievable. They were 70 yards up, and now Andanovic has got the ball.
I would love to know how many times Handanovic touches the ball in relation to certain Serie A midfielders.
I would like to see
Nice Romero again.
Statistics. Every time the goalkeeper gets the ball back from one of the defenders and he kicks it out, how many times it goes to the other team?
Gaetano, if you were a journalist in the press conference of Conte's thing, that would be your first question. Mr. Conte, I have statistics here that you concede 30% goals when you keep passing back. Why do you keep doing it?
I would like to keep some statistics.
You'd be kicked out. Kick him out. Kick him out.
So I'm going to be criticized for this, but
Let's
this
hear
is
it.
the wrong approach of Inter. everybody, they got 9 guys in defense.
Man on, Ilicic. Man
They have
on.
9 players in defense. They, of course, had the 4 back 5, the back 5. Like we explained it to you on the beginning of the game. So right now, this is Inter. This is Inter right now.
All of them. Everyone. This Inter right now defensively.
There we go, Muriel.
I said
This
any
is the way
minute.
they are right now. This is the way they are. This is the way they're playing right now. They're just
Lukaku's too high.
sitting,
Hello, Balar.
and they're just sitting and waiting, and sooner or later, you will get a goal. You need to put pressure on the ball. You need to move up a little bit. You're too far back.
We need to see Muriel come in and energy come back to Atalanta. They need to attack like they did in the first half. They need to. And force those mistakes. That's the way that Atalanta get back into this match. If they don't, if they keep playing this way, they're dead up top. They're not going to score. Who does Muriel come in for? It better not be Zapata.
No, it's Pessina probably. Or
Oh, wow. That was like a football tackle.
Oh my god.
But
American football. Nah, our ESPN is perfect. He's almost landed on his neck.
That was crazy, dude.
Come on, Zapata.
Look up.
Oh.
That's a foul. Oh, no? Did he get the ball?
No,
I didn't see it.
no foul. I don't think you could body Zapata without fouling him. I don't think it's possible.
Zapata's so strong.
Yeah, Muriel, he looks fired up. I see it in his eyes.
He looks fit, right?
Yeah,
More
he looks
fit than
good.
usual.
He looks good. He looks you
thinner.
can tell the player by his eyes, the way he's
looks
looking.
thinner.
He looks ready.
He's in shape. He dances every day. Does that.
No, sometimes he has rounder cheeks or something. If it looks like he, I don't know. Oh! Why you look at me?
You need a Prozac.
I still don't know what that is.
Yeah, I know clearly. Good. Come on. You got to start making... Exactly. You see how they pressure, they make a hard tackle, and then they lose the ball? That's exactly what you need to keep doing.
So Atalanta is in control at just past the midfield. They're keeping passing the ball, but the passing is slow. So they give Inter the whole time to adjust defensively.
Atalanta definitely have more possession this time.
Yeah, and of course, Inter has got 2 walls, the 5 and then the 4 with Lukaku, the only one up.
Yeah, Pessina come out. Pessina, get out of here.
And now there's the counter-attack with Lautaro and Lukaku, but wrong pass by Lautaro. Too far, and Atalanta gets the ball again at midfield.
Yeah, Inter are pretty...
They're missing the connector right now.
Inter are pretty off so far.
Really need to see Muriel come in now. Come on, before the 70th minute, put him in. It can't be for Zapata. It will be a massive mistake from Gasperini.
No, it can't be.
No, he's gonna.
Can't be.
It's gonna be
Zapata's
for
only one that doing something.
Ilicic.
It's gonna be,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
It'd be Pessina or Ilicic, yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Oh.
Whippa. Eriksson, he went back to the bench on that one.
Couldn't hold on.
Send it, Pessina. Shoot! No, Zapata.
So
Great
Zapata
ball.
from inside the area, he was 1 inch from scoring a goal.
Let's see how close it was.
And I mean,
Nah, it was a few feet.
maybe
maybe
a foot or something.
It was
but
further than we
Hold on,
think.
here's a perfect angle.
Let's see.
That's not that far.
That was pretty far.
A foot or
Okay,
so.
but that's exactly what I was talking about before. It's the wrong approach. You're in first place. You want to stay in first place. This is the wrong way. You got to play. Not put all 10 players back and wait for Atalanta to score a goal. You need to play. You need to put pressure. You need to move up with the ball and control the game.
Zapata needs help, man.
How did he? He's the only one attacking, dude.
said he needs help.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's the only one doing something.
Right.
Oh,
I'm
no.
agreeing with you.
Does he want to be substitute?
Maybe pull something.
No. I think he's telling him don't. Watch, he's gonna take. Gasperini is bad like this sometimes. He's gonna take out Zapata.
Palomino's
Yeah,
coming
what are you doing
too.
what are you doing putting in Palomino number 1? He belongs nowhere near this game.
Maybe when the defenders aren't feeling up to par.
Doesn't matter. Don't put him in. Doesn't matter. If he takes Zapata out, this is such a stupid mistake.
It can be. He's the only one
Watch.
producing.
Unless he wants to come out.
He's fine.
He's
That-
looking
that'd
like
be
his
the
He's
leg.
off. He's off. Of course.
Yeah, but it looks like his
I think
leg.
he put his hand up.
Gasperini
though.
does this. Gasperini does this a lot. That's why I was saying it before.
Was he limping?
You see, he was.
He's fine.
No, but he was
put
checking
hand
his
up.
leg.
Yeah, maybe there was something.
Nah. He had this idea before.
I don't know.
I had a feeling. Stupid.
Bro, Zapata's the only one
Stupid.
that's trying to produce
Gasperini
something in
screwed up.
attack.
Gasperini screwed up because Muriel should have started this match. He should have started, not Malinowski. Now you don't even get them two playing together. Very bad decision. Very bad decision. If Muriel started, could have been much better to have scored earlier on into the match. Come on. Pessina with Zapata and Muriel to start. Should have been the way. Maybe would have gotten an early goal.
Oh, might be a yellow card. No.
Throwing for Atalanta. It looks like there's a foul
Eriksson
on
fouled.
the right side. On the right side of the field.
Eriksson has not done well at all.
He's done less mistakes than Vidal though, so that's
That's the
but-
standard.
No, but I'm saying Vidal would have made a much more. Eriksson hasn't made any mistakes in that sense, so yeah, that helps for sure. What's Zapata saying?
Look at this guy, bro.
Watch him hit a top 9 dude, right now.
Do it. That's exactly what you need to do. That's what you're supposed. That's what you're paid to do.
So this is a foul from the right side into the area.
Oh,
I don't think you're gonna score without Zapata. I hope I'm wrong. Muriel is the only hope if he comes in and does something great.
those are so. You never know where they're gonna go. Those headers, man.
Goal kick
Oh man.
for Inter. Once again, short ball into the area. And Atalanta gets the ball.
Inter just keep bad passes and they lose it so quickly.
Yeah.
They have for 10 seconds and that's it. And then Atalanta retain possession.
We will have a podcast that'll go up tonight for everybody that's asking. Peter will be here, and we'll do a full podcast tonight.
The game is being played now at midfield, but very slow build up. And Inter is all 10 players are in defense except Lukaku.
Atalanta screwed up. They screwed this game up. We knew it after the first half.
Another goal kick by
Bastoni.
Inter.
Miranchuk.
They're probably gonna
Pessina.
play that stupid ball inside against Short, which what happens? The ball went out. They're throwing for
Miranchuk.
Atalanta. They lose the ball all the time. It's incredible. Is this a guy?
Yeah,
Probably from
Pessina.
Pessina, yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
Miranchuk.
Disappointing. He's good. I like him. He's got a wicked shot.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot. He's dangerous. They have some guys off the bench. I do agree with that. Marco, what do you think would happen if Zapata replaces Zlatan next season? I think Zapata's big for any team that he would go to. If AC Milan would be able to get him.
That's a big if. Really big if.
Yeah.
He's not going to go. He's going to stay.
See, but that's the thing. Everybody's saying Inter's bad today. Yeah, Inter's bad today and they win. That's a sign of a team.
That's what winning teams do, right?
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Hakimi wins the ball deep in his own half. He's
my
taking
God.
off on the
Power.
right side.
Oh, he should have stopped. He didn't
Hakimi's
have
been
enough
poor today
juice.
too, though.
Yeah, Hakimi.
Hakimi's
and
losing
he
every
pushed the
ball.
ball too far and he lost the ball.
He should
So,
have knew that he was gonna beat him.
so
man.
far, Inter gets the ball for 10 seconds and then he gives it
Yeah.
right back. You need to control the ball. You need to control the ball in midfield and get possession of the ball.
It seems like they're not scared to throw the ball away because they don't want to commit too many players up. So might as well lose the ball and just defend rather than get a rhythm and play more attacking. What it seems like. Look, let's see. 3 seconds,
Come
4
on.
seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7, 8,
Yeah, you could count.
9, 10.
All right, Mike.
Oh, 11. More than we thought.
Just say the total at the end.
Less than 15 seconds. Oh, we fouled.
Looks like there's a foul at deep. Inter's ball.
Thanks for showing us
That
about
must
those
be
legs.
cold. Everybody's had these blankets on them the whole time.
Long kick by Andanovic, and who goes to Atalanta.
Yeah, but they can't do anything with it. They don't do a single thing.
75th minute now.
Yeah, a lot of the game has been playing at midfield.
Not doing anything.
I think I'm going to get the score
The
prediction
best-
right.
The best tactic that they had was playing with a lot of energy and attacking them in their own half.
I think Atalanta's
Once you
gonna get
start doing
something.
that, you got nothing.
It's going to be 1-1 like I said.
You got nothing. Atalanta's got absolutely nothing when they don't do that.
It's going to be 1-1
Prove me
like I
wrong.
said.
Prove me wrong.
It's going to be 1-1.
Oh!
So Atalanta now went inside the area, took a shot from the left side, saved by Andanovic with his feet. Atalanta still got the ball
Come
at
on.
the edge
Come on,
of the
Miranchuk.
penalty area.
Cross it in.
Which he goes
Oh! I thought it was going right to
which he
it.
goes to the right side, cross into the area.
Romero.
Clears
And another corner kick, very dangerous.
Come on, 2 stupid corner kicks. Romero, let's get a goal. Romero, you've been the best player all night. You deserve it. You deserve it. Oh! That was dangerous.
Good idea.
That was dangerous.
Near
Corner
post
kick,
run from Jim
space.
City.
Corner kick to the
Ooh.
first
There was
post.
space on that one. Romero.
And I believe it's another corner kick.
Yeah, there is.
So a few corner kicks from Atalanta now. They're always dangerous.
Come on, let's go.
Ilicic
There's
Lautaro's
complaining.
coming out. Sanchez.
with his
Yeah,
wicked
probably.
left foot.
You like that word? Lautaro didn't do anything today.
Yeah, Lautaro is out. Probably Sanchez in.
Gagliardini for Brozovic also. Ooh,
Ooh, maybe that could be the guy that loses the ball in the back.
I sniff a mess up,
Okay,
baby.
now is the time Atalanta realize, put some pressure. You got to put pressure on this guy. He's the one that could lose the ball. That's dangerous.
Yo, Brozovic just chilling.
Yeah, he's
like
not
this-
happy.
Like it's a
Yeah.
training
He's not
session.
happy.
Brozovic is cursing.
Oh,
is cursing
Handanovic
Conte
gets
out.
it.
Yeah,
And
Brozovic
Inter have
is
a
pissed.
chance for a counter.
Yeah.
goal.
Brozovic is so underrated. He does so much work that nobody realizes, and he's good under pressure.
I've
He
been saying
he
this
puts
for a
that build-up
while.
play, which is very important for them. And let's see if Gagliardini is able to cope with that. If I was Gasperini, I would say put all that pressure on Gagliardini and let him lose the ball.
Long ball, long ball
that
by
was close.
Inter to Sanchez, but the goalie got it.
Lukaku's gassed.
And now Atalanta again in midfield with the ball, but very, very slow build-up.
The second half slowed down.
Yeah.
It looks like two different games from the
Right.
first half to second game.
I mean, Inter's been the
They,
same.
they were
It's
they were so
Atalanta that slowed
tired.
down. Inter were slow in the first half too.
But Inter were quicker with their breaks. They're just more sluggish now. Just in general, it
They
became
just haven't
slow.
had any breaks.
Slow tempo. They did. They just couldn't pass the ball accordingly. They'd always lost the.
It's disappointing that Atalanta, you put in such a good performance and you're not even going to be able to score a goal.
I smell a goal coming for Atalanta.
The key is if they pressure right away, them building out the back. Like this, you're not going to beat Inter. They got 15 guys behind the ball. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? You got to make them force mistakes.
Ooh.
Yeah, the lost ball. So you got to put pressure on them. The only way for Inter, when you park the bus, it's hard to get anything out. You got to do it when they're building out of the back. That's the way to beat Inter. Like this, look, they're comfortable. They're happy being under this pressure because, look, they're all organized. They stay, send the ball in. They got big guys there. It's hard to beat them like that. That's not the game. That's not the game plan to take Inter down. This, you're putting them, they're in the trenches. They're happy with it. They'll put 11 men behind the ball. They have no problem with it. Yes.
Oh, bad cross.
It's almost better to let Inter hold the ball and pressure them into losing it.
And they're just going to lob it
See,
forward
like-
so they don't get it. Oh, he kept it instant.
That's not a foul.
Ooh.
That's not a foul. That's not a foul.
They've been fighting on the right wing. Atalanta. Now they got a throw in from deep on the right side. But once again, very slow.
Yeah.
Cross.
Oh, Skriniar with a diving
Poor
header
cross.
out. Doesn't even go out for a corner
Poor
throw-in
cross.
for Atalanta.
Another throw in from Atalanta.
There's so much
Atalanta's putting
pressure. There's
They
so
are
much
putting
pressure over
They're
there.
trying to go inside the area. But Inter right now set up good in defense.
It's going to be hard to knock Inter out.
You're not going to beat a team that's defending.
You
got
got to spread them out. Like,
No, it's not about spreading them out. Let them have the ball and pressure right away. When Inter has the ball, Atalanta's not putting as much pressure as they were in the beginning. That's the moment to use your energy. Because I think that's the way that you could score against Inter.
I think they have little to no energy now, dude. 80th minute.
So they screwed up.
How much? I think this point is you spread out Inter like now. Like how they're doing right now.
Pasalic. And I don't know who 6 is. Probably another defender. Nice, Modiel. Let it go. Let it go, Ilicic. Or just pass on the ball.
And they're going to lose
Yeah,
foul.
Ilicic,
He's terrible.
he's just walking around. They lost the ball, and he's walking around.
Toloy ain't happy. Felt low easy, but
Gasperini's not going to be happy. Can you imagine if he takes him out again?
Freuler
I think in the last game
in for Pasalic.
in the European against Real Madrid, Ilicic went in the second half.
Mhm. And they took him
And
out.
then after 30 minutes, they took him out. So another 2 substitutions for Palomino is going in,
Oh, my gosh.
And Pasalic is going in.
and
Jesus
Pasic is
Christ.
going in. So they got 5 substitutions already, I think.
I think
Yeah,
that's all of
Atalanta, I
them.
think, made all the substitutions.
I don't know the
Come on, give
point
it
of-
back.
Now,
to the,
now is where you pressure.
back to the
Every single
keeper.
player pressures.
Again, back to the keeper.
But you're doing it
Andanovic sends it long. And guess what? Guess. Atalanta gets the ball.
Yeah, but they don't do anything with the ball, so it doesn't matter.
I know. But they...
Hakimi
Perfect.
was wide
Hakimi
open on the
yeah.
other side.
Yeah,
But it was a great tackle from Atalanta.
Ericsson, go to
Atalanta
stop.
is...
See, but now is where you attack. Now is where you use your energy. That's where Inter's vulnerable.
come on.
Now, you see this? Everybody needs to be attacking.
He tried. Barella tried to
Yeah,
give it to,
He tried turning it. Gosens didn't let.
and give it to
Yeah,
Hakimi, who
Gosens
was
didn't let him.
Was it a foul?
all alone on the right side.
No, it wasn't. I don't think they called. I think they continued from there.
Well, I'm saying, was it a foul?
Now there's a foul deep
Oh, yeah, I
into the Inter territory, and they're probably going to go for a long ball. Lukaku hasn't touched.
Yeah.
They don't let him touch the
The-
ball. Every time the ball goes to Lukaku, the defender's
They're-
right up there.
Yeah, they defended Lukaku well.
Oh,
Oh,
that looks like it's a
Sanchez-
foul.
It's not a foul.
I seen those given. Yeah, that could definitely be a foul. He got a face smack, Sanchez.
It's all right. It was Romero. They forgive him. So Sanchez would like to put pressure, but he looks behind him, and there's nobody behind him. So there's no need. You put pressure by yourself. You're just running.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a chicken without a head. I don't know what Conte's putting pressure on the sidelines. He is going up and down the sidelines.
Maybe Atalanta should sub him in.
Yeah.
Him and Sanchez. They're the only two that have energy. Every Atalanta player that's been subbed in has been walking. Every single one. Every single player. You're not going to score like this. You got to get lucky. Cross it.
Hey!
Oh my God! Gosens with a shot.
Pasalic.
Cross into the area and on the volley.
I thought that was in.
Pasic hits it.
Way far.
It looked closer, but nice volley.
Hakimi kind of put his foot there too.
This is
Darmian and D'Ambrosio.
This is what happens.
Here we go. Here's your lifeline, Atalanta. You got Darmian and D'Ambrosio coming in.
Yeah, Hakimi did a bad job today.
Why is D'Ambrosio
He didn't do much. Good job substituting. Remember what we said at the beginning about Hakimi and Perisic? They go up and down, Both of them are substitutes.
This is the lifeline for Atalanta. You got D'Ambrosio and Darmian coming in. That's it. It's the only way that they'll be able to score. It's a mistake from one of these guys.
Darmian's playing good. For D'Ambrosio, Darmian's been playing good.
Sorry. Darmian, D'Ambrosio, and Gagliardini. Those are the three. If I was Gasperini, just put pressure on them. I guess they'll screw up.
Darmian will go on the left side because he can play both, and D'Ambrosio on the right side, and they'll play that up and down game.
There's no
long ball to Lukaku.
Lukaku
finally touched the ball, but he gave it away. I mean, they don't let him. They don't let him breathe. The Atalanta is really they really did a good job. And now Eriksson gets the ball, and finally they are passing the ball around.
Lukaku to Darmian,
and
but not
Lukaku
enough.
Once again, wrong pass. Nightmare for Lukaku. I mean, he hasn't done anything.
He didn't play his game. He's not been playing.
Well, also you got to give some
to Atalanta's defense. Yeah,
the Atalanta defense. Yeah, some credit to the Atalanta defense
and Inter too. Even though Inter aren't playing good, they're up 1-0.
Conte got back.
Yeah, that's off Sanchez. That's off Sanchez. He's even telling him to get the ball.
He's like, I don't want another yellow.
You came close to get another yellow because you were out of your box.
He's only saying that because he was winning, because they're winning. If he was losing, you bet that would have been a sending off. Come on, go forward.
We want to hear from the Inter fans. Are you happy with your team? Are you happy the approach that they used after they scored the goal?
Wow, yeah.
Muriel got butchered.
There was like two guys climbing on top of him. You saw that?
86th minute. Atalanta still nada. They're saying not at all, no. Not at all, no.
What?
That my dad's question that he posed to the fans.
All right.
They answered your question. They said no, not at all.
What's
not at all.
Oh, about the Inter?
You asked the question. You're sitting 2 feet away from him. How do I remember the question?
Okay. No, I didn't know whether it was about something else.
Atalanta, man.
Yeah, and they're playing their game, though. Props to them.
I was reading a comment by Cancelo, because I mentioned Cancelo. I thought you were referring to that. All right, so, we're trying to be, Giulio, we want to be objective here. And we need to, if the team is not playing their best, we need to, to say it. And if the approach to me is not the right one, I need to point it out.
Atalanta only have 53% possession. Did you guys just see that?
When?
It just showed it right now.
53 in the second half.
That's it. Oh no, I guess overall.
Oh, overall. Okay, but in the second half, so that means it's much more in the second half, because in the first half it was like 56%.
But I thought it'd go over.
No, in the second half, I'm sure that Atalanta's got, if you just do it by the half, a lot more. They're controlling the game, and because Inter scored a goal, they've been defending. They put everybody. They parked the bus right outside the area.
The game ended once Inter scored. That was when the game ended.
And we have about, I would say, 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
5-6 minutes.
Yeah, it should be 3 or 4 extra time. I think.
Maybe 5 minutes left on this game, and
just send the ball in their own place.
yeah, you would think that two teams of this caliber, it would be more.
Yes.
It
That's
would be
corner.
more open field, up and down. And
this
more
is the chance for Atalanta. They need to score.
They were dangerous. They were dangerous on their corners.
Romero, I don't know why. I feel like Romero. Come on, you're playing a great game. Come on.
Ooh.
What was that?
Try to go for acrobatic kick. Was that Toloi?
Yeah, just trying to get a touch.
Maybe.
Nah, I would say there's no controversy in today's game. Ooh.
He was like, get
Bastoni has Romero wrapped around his arm.
That's very dangerous. Long goal kick by Andanovic. Now finally they don't pass the ball.
It only took them 90 minutes.
No. Yeah, it took him 90 minutes to realize not to play short inside the area.
Smart
That's
foul.
probably a foul.
Yeah,
Gagliardini in midfield made a technical foul, so they stop.
Come on.
Okay, my friend Giulio finally said that he gets my point. Okay, so that's
mission accomplished, right? Grande. Yeah, the second half was complete opposite of the first. I'm falling asleep over here.
From two teams of this caliber, you expect much more.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, as good as Atalanta might have played, they
4
screwed up.
minutes of extra time.
Well, but they another long kick by Andanovic from outside the area
goes directly to Atalanta, and Atalanta still can't do anything with it.
Oh, Lukaku couldn't get to that.
Nice, Muriel.
Right.
Ooh,
But
danger.
right.
Oh, wow.
Who is that they didn't get to it?
Muriel, a dangerous ball inside the area.
I think he sent Toloi. I thought it was a center back. How
That's
the hell
crazy.
is the center back
Yeah,
all the
how's
way
he
up there,
off?
man? What are you doing?
I don't know what Muriel saying.
But again, this thing got screwed up because in the beginning of the match, he started with the wrong lineup. He put Malinowski as a striker. That was a mistake. That was the big mistake of Gasperini. If you started this match with Muriel, I think you get it.
3 minutes left. Muriel has got the ball on the left wing.
Ramez, do you guys want... no. I'll be penned. You guys want to interview with Kulusevski? Yo, hook it up. DM us if you got a connection. We like Kulusevski.
Come on. See, you got to score off a mistake.
Now a ball 1-on-1. Lukaku.
Oh my God.
He's going to take off. He's going to take off. He's going to take off. But too long. The goalie got the ball. Lukaku got the ball about 30 yards from the goal. Tried to push it up. And
I'm surprised he went for that run instead of holding it and shielding it for another player to come on.
It was 1-on-1. So I figure maybe I'll beat this guy.
Yeah, he was close.
But the goalie got it. A long ball into the area inside the Whoa.
Foul. One for a bicycle kick. Who was that?
Bicycle kick from Atalanta and Palasic, and it's he hit one of the defenders from Inter. It might be D'Ambrosio.
D'Ambrosio's hit him back of the head.
I don't think he hit him.
Looked like it.
He didn't hit him in
no,
his head.
I think it did. Let's see.
He didn't hit him in his head.
He hit the ball.
I saw it in live. He did not hit him in the head. The ball hit him.
He hit the ball and the ball hit him.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Still high kick, whatever. But he didn't hit him in the head.
Now we got one and a half minute and a half left into the game. There was a foul inside the area. Andanovic will kick it long. Lukaku has got it at the edge of the box. And they're fighting for the ball, and it looks like it's a throw-in.
So as predicted,
A throw-in by Might be Inter throwing
Yeah, they gave it to Inter.
deep on the left-hand side.
Exactly what happened. Atalanta, you're not able to score. When you actually had the momentum, Inter was always going to make you pay and get the win. That's how it goes. Gasperini messed up in the beginning. His approach is right, but he needed to continue doing the pressure out of that back. And again, he started with
the first half. They put the first half. They put a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and you played with one striker.
And the second half, I agree. They didn't do much. Very slow coming out. The first half, they put some pressure. There are some chances. The second half, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be on DM Mike, IFTV Mike on Instagram.
And we got 10 seconds, I think, 10, 20 seconds left. And the ball is being played deep into the Atalanta left wing. Yeah, it looks like it's over.
Game over. Inter get the win 1-0 over Atalanta. Pretty much as expected after Atalanta did a poor job. Atalanta started the game well, pressured the team, put them under pressure, but when you're not able to score, I think you're always leaving room for error. Inter get the goal through a corner kick from Skriniar, get the 1-0 win, and again, just another massive fight in the push for the Scudetto for Inter.
I mean, Inter did, at the end of the game, you win the game. Hey, everything went right and you're happy the way things were, even though I do not agree with the approach in the second half. But you win the game. You get another 3 points. You keep 6 points away from AC Milan, and this is where you want to be. And you keep going.
Yeah. We're gonna record a podcast real soon. Once Peter gets over here, we'll start a podcast and then we'll release it on going over, of course, all the match days and all that good stuff. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are new over here. As always, we'll talk to you soon.